Let's talk about the cruise.
Okay.
Ms. Lilly, tell us about the cruise, because we see that you spent a significant amount of money on the cruise. What was the arrangement supposed to be for payment?
It was, I was invited to the cruise to help celebrate Miss Glover's birthday. It was the three of us, myself, Miss Glover, and her daughter,
Who invited you?
Miss Glover.
Okay.
And then I withdrew $10,000 so that I can, from the $25 settlement, have money to take with me. And then on the cruise, she would play blackjack, the game, and lose
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay.
And would come, I'm tapped out, I'm busted. And it was a constant thing. She would ask me for more money.
All right.
Then.
Ms. Glover, were you borrowing money on the cruise to play at the tables?
I didn't felt like it was borrowing money. I mean, she would say, you know, I asked her for money, you know, but I'm thinking that we together, so it was okay. But she had gave me money. She gave me money.
And it was your birthday.
Yeah, it was my
Right, it was
birthday,
your
so
birthday
she
at the
gave me a
cruise,
lot
right?
of money. Yeah, she did.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and open this up to my colleagues for more questions.
Ms. Glover, back to this gambling bit. How much would you say you received in total to gamble?
No more than 1,200 maybe, and all. That's all I can think of.
Okay.
That's all I can think of.
So you think she should have to pay for your gambling?
No, but if we together, it's different.
How long you were together for 1 year? Were you going to pay her the winnings?
I would have. I told her if I win, I'd give her half of it. I did tell her that I split with you if I win.
Ms. Glover, so you did get money for your daughter's insurance, right? The $500 that you were asking for?
Yes.
Well, you need to help us with the math, okay? How much does she owe you from the cruise?
Exhibit D,
1301? You circled it?
yes, ma'am.
That's how much you paid?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Glover, did you agree to pay her back for the cruise?
I did not. I didn't tell her I was going to pay her back. She just said, you're going to have a good time. Make sure you have a good time for your birthday.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Ms. Glover, your claim here today is basically that this money was never loans. And they only became loans when she discovered you were dating somebody else. That's kind of what you're claiming?
Yes, we was friends, and we had became friends. We had split up, and for my birthday this year, I went on a cruise, me and my daughter and my girlfriend, and we was on Facebook, and I was like, you know, I told my girlfriend, look, we was on Facebook, and Pearl seen it, and she was like, you done up now, so I ought to take your to court. And then she said, be looking for something in the mail.
Truth to this?
No, she invited me to that same exact cruise. But I had situations with my grandchildren, and I said, I won't be able to go. And then next thing I knew, the same exact cruise we were going on, she took someone else.
Why don't you have that message for us? Why didn't you bring that?
Because she deleted everything. Pearl cleared out everything on Facebook that I sent her. She deleted everything.
Because when you block someone, it deletes the message.
Yeah,
right?
she blocked me.
I blocked her.
She blocked me. Everything. It's just as simple as
It was
that.
it was a scam.
Yep.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you both. The parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter.
We've reached a verdict. This one was hard for us. We were unanimous in believing that you, Ms. Glover, owe some money
Yes.
to Ms. Lilly. But Ms. Lilly, you have the burden of proof. And you've provided a lot of documents to us. The problem with those documents is that the issue of whether these were loans is still outstanding. We don't know whether they were loans, but gifts. The only thing we have that's concrete was the text message exchange that you had with Ms. Glover, acknowledging an amount, $500. I wanted to borrow $500. And that's the amount that we all agreed on. Had you extended that conversation in text, maybe telling Ms. Glover, hey, you have a balance of this amount, when are you gonna start paying me this amount? You know, that would have been helpful. We all agree $500 should be awarded to you. Judge Menser would have given you more. He would have given you $1,700. He would have added the $1,200 that you, Ms. Glover, testified to. But Judge Juarez and I, while you acknowledge that amount, we don't know whether that amount was given as a gift. We don't know if they were loans. You didn't prove that to us. And so Judge Juarez and I are stuck at that $500 because that was all that you could prove was a loan. So because of that, majority rules in this court, and we are rendering a verdict in your favor, Ms. Lilly, for $500. Good luck to the both of you.